What if I told you that body that you're calling your own body, that body does not belong to you? It is not yours. Inside that body, you do not live by yourself. You are a superorganism, which means that inside that body, you live you and other creatures. Let me explain. When it comes to the human body, I usually tell you that you're not the body. You should not identify yourself with the body, because the body, it is a temple. It is a machine that usually connects the real you to the physical world. The real you is the soul, the universal consciousness, or what people call God. That spark of the universal consciousness, that spark of God, that is the one that come inside this body in order for this body to be conscious, or in order for this body to be proclaimed to be alive. Now, when it comes to this body, it is a system. And that is why we have the digestive system, the circulatory system, the excretory system, lymphatic system, and other systems within the physical body. Now, these systems, they are usually made up together by organs who perform the same function. When it comes to the digestive system, it is made up of organs like the stomach, the pancreas, and other areas, other organs within that area. These are the ones that usually come together in order to make up a single system. Now, these single systems, they usually combine in order to make up what we call the human body. When it comes to a single organ is made up by combination of tissues who perform the same function. When it comes to a single tissue is made up by combination of cells. Now, when it comes to the cells, this is where now you need to pay attention. Inside this human body, the cells that are human, they are less than 50%. And this means what? More than half of the cells, they are not human. If they are not human, what are they? I told you that you are a superorganism. This body is a superorganism. It is made up by human cells, the cells that are human, that is less than 50%. It is made up by other things like fungi, bacteria, viruses, and what we call microbes. This means what? You're not just human cells. Trillions of microbes, bacteria, fungi, archaea, and even viruses, they usually live inside you, forming a cooperative network. Now, these microbes, they usually digest food, they produce vitamins. Some of them, they usually train your immune system, and some of them usually influence your brain chemistry. And this means what? Without these microbes, even the essential body process couldn't be possible. These microbes, your microbiome, they usually contain millions of your own genes. And this means what? They usually extend your biological toolkit beyond your own DNA. Now, when it comes to health usually depends between the balance of your own cell and the partner microbes. If this harmony is broken, that is when now your health, it is interfered, and that is when we say that you are sick. So, in short, this body is not just you. This is a community of millions of lives who usually come together and perform in the same way, perform in a similar function. And this means what? You are a living universe here on earth. Beyond the cell, one cell is made up through combination of molecules. Now, one molecule is made up through combination of atoms, which also means that this body, it is purely atom, because from atom, one atom is made up by subatomic particles, which are basically energy, and that is why people usually say that we are energy. Now, when it comes to atoms, the atoms that usually make your physical body, they are usually 99.9% empty. And this means what? Your own body, it is basically empty space, which usually makes physical solidity, the solidity of your own body, an illusion. The reason you are able to feel like your body is solid, the reason you are able to feel that the things around you, they are solid, it is because you have a brain. The moment you touch something, whatever that usually happens, it is the atoms within your physical body, the atoms in this area, that usually interact with the atoms of whatever that you are touching. Now, from this interaction, they usually send electrical signals into your own brain. And from this moment, that is when now your own brain will interpret whatever that you are touching, like solid, of a certain shape, of a certain color, of a certain size, or even of a certain weight. So, if your own brain is the one that is giving you all the information about this physical world, this means what? When it comes to the physical body, you cannot experience the reality using your own physical body, because whatever that you usually experience, it is your brain best guess. Even the colors that you see, what if I told you even those colors, they are not real? The reason you can see the green color, the yellow colors, it is because of the color receptors within your brain. If you have different color receptors within your brain, the vegetation will not appear to be green. It will appear to be another color, because whatever that you see, it is influenced and interpreted by your own brain. When it comes to counting individual cells, most of cases, scientists usually claim that you have about 30 trillion human cells. Now, when it comes to the microbiomes, they usually outnumber your own human cells. This means that this body, it is more microbiome than it is human cells. So if you identify yourself with the body, this means that you identify yourself wrongly. And that is why in spirituality understand that you are not the body. You are more than this physical body, because this physical body even does not belong to you. This physical body, it is not yours. And that is why this physical body usually dies. If it was yours in the first place, you could not die. You could have total control over this body, over the desires of this body, over things like health or even diseases. You could be the one that is controlling this body. But even you do not understand how this body usually function. There are millions of activities going on within this physical body, but you cannot explain how. You just feed the body, you just hydrate the body, but from that point, you cannot control whatever that is happening within the internal of this body, because this is a machine that you do not own. When we are talking about the microbes, most of these microbes, they are basically bacteria. These are single cell organisms who usually exist in nutrient-rich environment like your intestine. In this place, they usually break down things like carbohydrates. They usually produce essential vitamins like B12 and even create that short chain fatty acid that usually fuel your colon cells. Apart from the bacteria, they are not alone. We have the viruses, we have the protozoans, we have the archaea, and even we have the fungi. Some of these viruses, they usually integrate into your DNA. The fungi, they usually balance the bacterial growth, and even some of these archaea, they usually help to process methane. And some of them, they are very essential when it comes to your own physical body. Now, the collection of all these living organisms within your physical body, with the exception of the human cells, the scientists, they usually call them microbiota. When it comes to genes, the genes that are basically human, they're about 23,000. But when it comes to the genes of the microbiota, or this other living organism within your physical body, they have millions of genes. And this means what? Their genes, or the ones that they are called the microbiome, they usually outnumber the human genes in big and large number. Most of these microbes of the bacteria, they're usually found within the colon. The colon, this is the capital of these microbes. It houses most of these billions and trillions of these microbes. And this means what? In per gram of intestinal content, there are billions of bacteria. Some of them, they are usually found within your gut, even your mouth. It is a microbial city. Within your teeth, the gum, the saliva, they have all of these microbiomes. Some of them, they usually protect the cavity, and some of them, they usually cause gum diseases. Now, the balance between these microbiomes, it is the one that usually ensures whether you are ill or whether you are not sick. Also, this means that the microbes, they can either be friends or even enemies. The beneficial microbes, they usually protect the body from infection. But if the balance is broken through things like stress, poor diet, or certain antibiotics, the harmful ones, they can dominate, causing diseases. Even your own diet can directly influence your own health. If you eat fiber foods, the fiber foods, they usually feed the beneficial microbes. When you eat fermented foods, the fermented food, they usually introduce things that we call probiotics. Now, the probiotics, these are the beneficial bacteria. They usually increase the number of the microbes. In most cases, when you go to hospital, they usually introduce to you medicine that is called antibiotics. Now, the antibiotics, they usually kill the dangerous bacteria, the ones that are causing viruses. But one thing you need to understand, even if the antibiotics, they are killing the dangerous bacteria, by killing the dangerous bacteria, they together wipe out even the beneficial bacteria within your own physical body. And this means what? These antibiotics, they can also cause the imbalance between the dangerous and even the beneficial bacteria, leading to future illnesses. Away from science, when it comes to your own physical body and the DNA, you usually carry the DNA of your ancestors. Around 8% of your genome usually come from viruses that infected your ancestors and became a permanent passenger in your DNA. And this DNA will be passed on into coming generations, generation after generation. Not even the viruses. You usually carry the wisdom and even the ancestral gift of your ancestors. When it comes to a mother's womb, we usually say that the mother's womb is a portal. It is a portal of coming into the physical dimension. Now, in your mother's womb, there are three layers. We have the physical womb, that is the one that is comprised of physical organs like the uterus, the fallopian tube, the ovaries, and others. We have the emotional womb. This is the one now where we have the unhealed traumas, the wounds, the unhealed pain, and even the ancestral gifts. And we have the spiritual womb. This is where now the union between spirit and matter usually take place. So, in the emotional womb, this is where now we have the ancestral gift. This is where now we have the ancestral wisdom. And this is where we can also have the unhealed traumas. If this woman has not healed her womb, this woman will pass on the unhealed traumas to their coming generation, to their own children. And that is why in the ancient time, women used to heal their womb. By healing their womb, they healed even their generation. When it comes to your own brain, this physical brain, we usually say that this brain together with the nervous system usually act as command center of all operations within your physical body. Usually control all the other operation within your physical body. What if I told you you have another brain? In this brain, it is found within your gut. The nervous system of the gut, or the one that is called the enteric nervous system, have over 100 million neurons. And these neurons, they usually make certain organs like the intestine work semi-independently of your own main brain. When it comes to spirituality, in most cases, we usually say that everything you see here on the physical world, it is usually connected. Even your own body, it is connected to everything within the physical world. Because everything within this world, it is just one. It is the universal consciousness. Outside the universal consciousness, there is nothing that exists. There is no place outside the universal consciousness. Now, when it comes to your own body, I told you your own body, it is a system made up of organs, the organs made up of tissues, the tissues made up of cells, the cells made up of molecules, and the molecules made up of atoms. Now, when it comes to atoms, there are atoms that usually make up your physical body that are very ancient, that are very older, even than the way you think. Atoms like hydrogen, they have over billions of years. They existed a long time ago, and they are part of the universal energy. Now, these atoms, they usually make up your physical body, and this means what? Your own physical body, it is older than you think. When it comes to connection, your own physical body is connected to nature, because that is where your own physical body usually belongs. The moment that you die, it is your own physical body that usually dies. And when the physical body dies, when the consciousness leaves this body will go back to nature where it belongs. Right now, nature is feeding you. The meat that you eat, the seed that you eat, the roots, or even the foods, they usually come from nature. there is a time when this physical body will be feeding nature. When you look at even the structure of this physical body, it usually resembles many shapes and even structures within nature. Like take for example a tree. The roots of the tree, they usually resemble your own feet. These are the ones that usually connect with the earth. Your own spine. The spine represents the stem of the tree. And even this, the nervous system, the neurons, and even the nerves, they usually represent the branches of the trees. If you look at the place like your lungs, they are usually in the same shape like those of the trees. So, your own body, despite being a machine, despite being a temple that connects your soul to the physical world, this body is connected to nature. This body is of nature. You just rent this body because this body is for you for a limited time. And then from that place, this body will go back to nature. And that is everything that you need to know about the hidden truth when it comes to the human body. There are so many hidden truths about this body, but we shall be uncovering them as we continue with the awakening journey. When it comes to this body is also a physical manifestation of something that we call the spirit. Many people usually say that we only have the spirit and the body, but in true sense, the body and the spirit, they are the same. It is just that the body is physical. It connects the consciousness, the God or the soul, to the physical world. Now, the spirit, it is energetic. This one usually connects the soul with the spiritual world, with beyond the physical, with the astral plane. When it comes to the spirit, it is pure light, pure energy. The spirit usually comes from the ether, the ethereal plane. Within the ethereal plane, that is where the spirit it is formed. But I will come to talk about that. I will come to talk about the spirit as we continue with the awakening journey. Because your own spirit, it is pure light, pure energy, and that is why your spirit can either be energized or even drained. There is a reason why we say there is something draining your spirit, because your spirit, it is pure energy. If you have watched until this point, don't forget to like, share, and comment on this video. If this video has taught you something new, let me know on the comment section. Peace and love.